My beloved child, today I bring you a message that holds the power to restore your hope and fill your soul with unshakable joy. At this moment, as you hear my voice, know that I am near, closer than the very breath you take. You may have walked through valleys of doubt, burdened by life's trials, yet I tell you this, your story is not over. I am working within you, shaping your life into something extraordinary, a masterpiece of hope, love, and purpose. You see, the world may try to steal your peace, but my peace surpasses all understanding. It anchors you, even in the storms. My love for you is boundless, and my promises are unshakable. I am here to remind you that no matter how heavy the burden, I will carry it with you. Together, we will rise. Stay with me in this message, for what I am about to reveal will awaken a new strength within you. Together, we will journey into the depths of my love and the divine plan I have prepared for you. A plan to restore your hope, heal your heart, and lead you to unending joy. If this message resonates with your heart, show your faith in action. Like this video, share it with those you love, and subscribe to Christian Philosophy Daily. Let's walk this sacred path together, step by step, into the promises I have prepared for you. Rediscovering God's whisper in the noise. My beloved child, amidst the turmoil and distractions of life, my voice is still calling to you. I do not shout, I whisper. I do not demand, I invite. My voice is gentle, like a still small breeze, seeking the quiet corners of your heart. Yet so often my children struggle to hear it because the noise of the world has grown so loud. Do you remember my servant Elijah? He too wrestled with the noise of despair and fear. After his great victory on Mount Carmel, where my power was revealed in fire, Elijah fled into the wilderness, overwhelmed by exhaustion and loneliness. He cried out, believing he was the last of my prophets and that his life no longer had meaning. But I did not abandon him. I sent an angel to sustain him with bread and water, and I called him to a sacred mountain where I revealed myself, not through the raging wind, the trembling earthquake, or the consuming fire, but through a still small voice. Elijah's story, my child, is your story. You may feel surrounded by storms of fear or weighed down by the heaviness of life, but like Elijah, I am calling you to listen. My voice may not come with grand displays or thunderous announcements. It will come gently, quietly, in a way that touches your heart. The lesson from Elijah, finding stillness to hear God. The lesson I gave Elijah is for you as well. To hear my voice, you must seek stillness. This does not mean abandoning your responsibilities or retreating from the world. It means pausing in your daily life to create space for me. When Jesus, my son, walked among you, he showed you the way. Often, he withdrew to solitary places to pray and listen to my guidance. Even amidst the crowds and the demands of his ministry, he made time to be with me. This is your invitation too, my beloved. Step away from the distractions, even for a moment, and let my whisper renew your spirit. A practical path to hear my whisper. Let me guide you in how to practice this lesson in your own life. 1. Start your day in stillness. Before the noise of the world begins to surround you, spend a few moments with me. Open the scriptures and let my words speak to you. Read Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Reflect on its truth. In the quiet of the morning, I will renew your strength and prepare you for the day ahead. 2. Create sacred moments throughout your day. Find small pockets of time to pause and reconnect with me. It could be during a lunch break, a walk, or simply a moment of silence in your car. Whisper a prayer, no matter how simple. Lord, I am here. Speak to me. These moments will anchor your soul even on the busiest of days. 3. Practice gratitude as a form of listening. Gratitude is a powerful way to hear my whisper. At the end of your day, reflect on the blessings I have given you. Notice the small gifts, a kind word from a friend, the beauty of a sunset, or the strength to endure a challenge. As you give thanks, you will hear my voice reminding you of my constant presence. 4. Trust the silence. Sometimes, my voice will seem silent, but know this: I am always near. Like a shepherd guiding his flock, I am leading you, even when you cannot see the full path ahead. Trust that my silence is not an absence, but an invitation to grow in faith. Remember the words of Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. These are not just words, they are my promise to you. I call you now to live this lesson. Begin today by finding a moment of quiet. Turn off the noise around you, close your eyes, and listen for my whisper. It may come as a sense of peace, a sudden clarity, or a quiet reassurance that you are not alone. When you live with an open heart, attuned to my voice, you will walk a path filled with my blessings. Like Elijah, you will be strengthened for the journey ahead. Like my son, you will find purpose in stillness. And like all my beloved children, you will know the joy that comes from being fully present with me. My whisper is waiting for you, my child. Will you take a moment to hear it today? The gift of hope in unexpected places. My beloved child, I see you. I see the burdens you carry and the questions that weigh heavy on your heart. I know the doubts that creep in during your quietest moments, the ache you feel when hope seems distant. Yet I tell you this, hope is not gone. It has not abandoned you. It is here, closer than you realize, waiting to be discovered in the places you least expect. Do you remember the story of Ruth? She was a woman who faced unimaginable loss, her husband gone, her future uncertain. Yet, even in her despair, she chose to follow a path of loyalty and faith. She clung to her mother-in-law Naomi and declared, "Your God will be my God." In the fields of Bethlehem, where she gleaned leftover grain to survive, she found not only provision but also a purpose far greater than she could have imagined. Through her faithfulness, I wove her story into the lineage of my son, Jesus Christ. Ruth's life teaches you, my child, that hope is often found in the ordinary. It is discovered in the quiet acts of perseverance, in the unseen moments of faith, and in the smallest gestures of love. Like Ruth, you may not see the fullness of my plan, but I assure you I am working all things for your good. Hope in your everyday life. You too can uncover the gift of hope in your daily life. It begins with shifting your perspective. The world often tells you to look for grand signs or instant solutions, but I ask you to look closer, to see my hand in the small blessings that surround you. When you wake to the light of a new day, that is my gift to you, a reminder that my mercies are new every morning. When a kind word lifts your spirit or a stranger's smile warms your heart, know that I am there, weaving hope into your life in ways that may seem simple but carry profound meaning. Think of the manna I provided for my people in the wilderness. It came not in abundance all at once, but daily, just enough to sustain them. This was not a lack of provision, but a lesson in trust. A reminder that I am your source, and I will always provide for you, one day at a time. Practical steps to discover hope. Let me guide you on how to embrace and cultivate this hope in your life. 1. Practice gratitude daily. Begin each day by acknowledging the blessings you have. Speak them aloud or write them down. This practice will open your heart to recognize the hope I have already placed before you. Gratitude is the key that unlocks your awareness of my presence. 2. Seek my presence in the quiet. Carve out moments of stillness in your day. Turn off the noise, close your eyes, and listen to my voice. Even if you do not hear words, trust that I am there, filling your heart with peace and guiding you gently forward. 3. Serve others with love. Like Ruth, step into the lives of those around you with acts of kindness. In giving hope to others, you will find your own hope restored. Whether it's a kind word, a helping hand, or a prayer for someone in need, these acts are reflections of my love working through you. 4. Hold fast to my promises. When doubt clouds your mind, return to my word. Meditate on verses like Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Let my promises anchor your soul, even when circumstances seem uncertain, a timeless assurance. My beloved, hope is not dependent on your circumstances, but on my faithfulness. Like Ruth, you may be walking through a season of uncertainty, but know this, I am with you. I am weaving beauty from the threads of your pain and purpose from every trial you face. Even now, I am preparing something greater than you can imagine. Your job is not to figure it all out, but to trust me, step by step, moment by moment. Just as I redeemed Ruth's story, I am redeeming yours. Do not let the weight of the world overshadow the hope I have placed within you. Lift your eyes, open your heart, and see my hand in the unexpected. Know that you are never alone, for I am your God, and I delight in restoring your hope and filling your life with joy. Take these lessons to heart, my child, and live with the assurance that hope is alive, even in the most unlikely places. You are deeply loved, eternally cherished, and endlessly cared for. Let this truth guide you, now and always. God's unchanging love, a foundation of hope. My beloved child, let me remind you of this eternal truth. My love for you never changes. In a world that is ever shifting, where the seasons of life bring storms and uncertainty, my love remains constant. It is the foundation upon which you can stand, unshaken by the trials you face. No matter where you are, no matter what you have done, my arms are always open to you. Do you remember the story of the prodigal son? He was a young man who took his inheritance and left his father's house, chasing after the fleeting pleasures of the world. When his wealth was gone, he found himself lost, broken, and ashamed. Yet in his lowest moment, he decided to return home. And what did his father do? He did not reject him. He did not turn him away. Instead, he ran to him, embraced him, and celebrated his return with joy. This, my child, is how I love you. Even when you feel far from me, even when you believe you are unworthy of my grace, I am here, ready to welcome you back with open arms. My love is not based on your perfection, but on my nature. It is everlasting, unshakable, and boundless. Understanding the depth of my love for you is unlike anything the world can offer. The world's love often comes with conditions. It can fade with time or change with circumstances, but my love for you is eternal. It is the same love that sent my Son, Jesus Christ, to walk among you, to teach you, and to lay down his life so that you may live. Consider the words of Romans 8:38-39. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus our Lord. These words are my promise to you, my assurance that nothing in heaven or on earth can take you away from my love. When the storms of life rage and you feel as though you are drowning, remember this: my love is your anchor. It holds you steady, giving you the strength to endure. When you feel lost and uncertain, my love lights the path before you, guiding you back to me. And when you feel broken, my love is the healing balm that restores your soul. Practical steps to embrace my love. My child, let me show you how to embrace this love fully, so it may fill your heart and overflow into every aspect of your life. 1. Accept my love as it is. Stop striving to earn my love. It is already yours. Let go of the guilt and shame that tells you otherwise. Confess your burdens to me, and I will take them from you. Rest in the knowledge that my grace is sufficient for you. 2. Meditate on my word. Spend time in Scripture, for it is through my word that you will discover the depth of my love. Read passages like John 3:16 and Ephesians 3:18-19, and let their truth sink into your heart. Reflect on my promises daily, and you will find your faith strengthened. 3. Pray with an open heart. Speak to me, my child. Share your joys, your fears, and your struggles. Prayer is not about formality, it is about connection. When you open your heart to me, you will feel my presence surrounding you, reminding you that you are never alone. 4. Show love to others. As you receive my love, let it flow through you to those around you. Love is not meant to be hoarded, it is meant to be shared. Serve others with kindness, forgive freely, and extend grace. In doing so, you reflect my love for the world, the promise of my unfailing love. My beloved, there will be days when you feel unworthy, days when the weight of life makes you question whether you are truly loved. On those days, remember this: my love is not something you must earn. It is a gift, freely given, because you are mine. Think of the shepherd who leaves the 99 sheep to find the one that is lost. That is how I pursue you. No distance is too great, no obstacle too high. I will always come for you. You are precious in my sight, and I delight in every step you take toward me. Even in your moments of doubt and fear, my love remains. It is a constant presence, a steady force that will never abandon you. Let this truth anchor your soul and give you peace. My child, live each day in the light of my love. Let it guide your actions, shape your thoughts, and fill your heart with hope. For my love is not just for today, it is for all eternity. You are cherished, you are forgiven, and you are mine, now and forever. Restoring joy beyond circumstances. My beloved child, today I want to speak to your heart about joy, the kind of joy that transcends circumstances, a joy that cannot be taken away by the storms of life. This joy is not of the world, for the world offers fleeting happiness that depends on success, possessions, or approval. The joy I give is eternal, rooted in my presence and promises. Do you remember my servant Paul? He faced trials and suffering that would break the spirit of many. Shipwrecks, imprisonment, hunger, and rejection were part of his journey. Yet even in a cold prison cell, Paul wrote these words, "Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice." Philippians 4:4. How could Paul rejoice in such dire circumstances? Because his joy was not tied to the external, it was anchored in me. This is the joy I want for you, my child. A joy that rises above the pain, that remains steadfast even when life feels overwhelming. It is the joy of knowing that I am with you, working all things for your good, and that my promises never fail. Understanding the source of true joy. True joy comes from me, your God, and it flows from the assurance of my love, the hope of my promises, and the peace of my presence. When you abide in me, you tap into this joy, a joy that sustains you through every trial. Remember what Jesus said in John 15:11, "I have told you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete." My son spoke these words to his disciples on the night before his crucifixion. Even as he faced the cross, his heart was filled with joy because he knew the purpose of his suffering: to redeem you, to bring you into my love, and to secure your place in my eternal kingdom. My child, this is the kind of joy I offer you, complete, unshakable, and eternal. It is not the absence of suffering, but the presence of my grace in the midst of it. It is the confidence that I am with you, that I am for you, and that nothing can separate you from my love. Practical steps to experience this joy. Let me guide you on how to embrace and live in this joy, no matter what you are facing. 1. Abide in my presence. Spend time with me daily, my beloved. Pray, read my word, and open your heart to me. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit unless it remains connected to the vine, you cannot experience lasting joy without remaining connected to me. Let my presence fill your soul with peace and renew your strength. 2. Shift your focus to eternal promises. When the weight of life feels heavy, lift your eyes to my promises. Remember that this world is not your final home. I have prepared a place for you, where there will be no more tears, no more pain, and no more sorrow. Let this eternal perspective fill your heart with hope and joy. 3. Choose gratitude in all circumstances. Gratitude is the doorway to joy. Even in the hardest moments, there is always something to give thanks for. My love, my grace, the breath in your lungs, the beauty of creation. As you cultivate gratitude, you will find joy growing in your heart like a wellspring. 4. Serve others in love. When you pour out my love to those around you, you reflect my joy into the world. Acts of kindness, words of encouragement, and prayers for others not only bless them but also fill your heart with joy. Remember, it is in giving that you receive, a promise of everlasting joy. My beloved, do not let the world steal your joy. The trials you face are temporary, but the joy I offer is eternal. Like Paul, you can rejoice amid hardship because you know that I am with you and I am working all things for your good. When the storms of life rage, remember that my joy is your strength. As it is written in Nehemiah 8:10, do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Hold on to this truth. My joy will sustain you, uplift you, and guide you through every valley and every trial. Even now I am restoring your joy. Trust in my timing, lean into my love, and let my peace fill your heart. You are not alone, my child. I am walking this journey with you, leading you to a place of unending joy and perfect peace. Take these lessons to heart. and let my joy transform your life. It is my gift to you, an unshakable foundation, a light in the darkness, and a reminder that you are forever cherished in my presence. Trusting God's plan for restoration. My beloved child, I see the weight you carry. I know the questions that trouble your heart and the uncertainty that clouds your path. You wonder if there is a purpose in the pain, if there is meaning in the struggle. Hear my voice today. I am with you, and I am working all things for your good. My plan for your life is not a fleeting hope. It is a promise rooted in my love and faithfulness. Do you remember my servant Joseph? As a young man, he dreamed of greatness, but his path was filled with trials. Betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and falsely accused, Joseph could have given in to despair. Yet even in the darkness of a prison cell, Joseph trusted in me. He held on to the belief that I had not abandoned him, and in time I raised him up to a position of great influence, using his life to save many. Joseph's story is a reminder to you, my child. Even when the road ahead seems uncertain, I am guiding your steps. What others intend for harm, I will use for good. Genesis 50:20. Trust in my timing, for I see the beginning and the end. I am not bound by the limits of this world, and I am weaving a tapestry of purpose and restoration for your life. The purpose of the process. Trusting my plan requires faith, especially when you cannot see the full picture. Like Joseph, you may face seasons of waiting, trials, and unanswered questions. But know this, I am not absent in the waiting. These seasons are part of the process I use to shape you, to strengthen your character, and prepare you for the blessings I have in store. Consider the words of Isaiah 55:8 and 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Trust that my plan is greater than anything you could imagine. My child, the process may be difficult, but it is not without purpose. Like a potter shaping clay, I am molding you into the person I created you to be. The trials you face are not meant to break you, but to refine you. Through every challenge, I am building resilience, wisdom, and faith within you. Practical steps to trust my plan. Let me guide you on how to trust my plan and embrace the restoration I am bringing into your life. 1. Seek me first in prayer. Begin each day by placing your trust in me. Pray with an open heart, asking for my guidance and surrendering your worries. When you invite me into your struggles, you will feel my peace surrounding you, reminding you that you are not alone. 2. Anchor yourself in my word. My promises are a foundation you can stand on. Read Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and hope. Let my word renew your faith and give you strength. 3. Be patient in the waiting. Trusting my timing is not easy, but it is essential. Like a seed planted in the ground, growth takes time. Do not rush the process or lose heart when progress seems slow. Trust that I am at work, even when you cannot see it. 4. Reflect on past faithfulness. Look back on the moments when I have been faithful in your life. Remember the times I carried you through challenges and provided for your needs. Let these memories remind you that I will never leave you or forsake you. 5. Surround yourself with encouragement. Surround yourself with those who will lift you up in faith. Share your journey with others who seek me, and let their encouragement strengthen your trust in my plan. A promise of restoration. My beloved, your story is not over. The trials you face today are not the end. They are the beginning of something greater. I am restoring what has been broken, healing what has been wounded, and bringing beauty from ashes. Trust that I am working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, opening doors, and preparing blessings that exceed your expectations. Remember the promise I made in Romans 8:28? And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Hold on to this truth. Even when the path feels uncertain, trust that I am leading you toward a future filled with hope, joy, and purpose. You are my child, and I delight in your faith. Take these lessons to heart and live each day with the confidence that I am with you, guiding you and working all things for your good. My plan for you is perfect, and my love for you is eternal. Trust in me, and I will lead you into the fullness of my promises. Letting go of past hurts and regrets. My beloved child, today I want to free you from the burdens of your past. You carry wounds that weigh you down, memories of mistakes, moments of failure, and the sting of betrayal. These scars may seem permanent, but I tell you this, they do not define you. I have come to heal your heart, to break the chains of regret, and to restore your spirit with my unending love. Do you remember Peter, my disciple? He was full of passion and faith, yet in the hour of greatest trial he denied my son Jesus 3 times. When the rooster crowed, Peter wept bitterly, overcome by shame and regret. He believed he had failed beyond redemption. But what did Jesus do? After his resurrection, he sought Peter out. On the shores of Galilee, Jesus did not condemn him. Instead, he asked Peter 3 times, "Do you love me?" Each question was a chance for Peter to affirm his devotion, to be restored, and to leave his guilt behind. This is my promise to you as well, my child. No matter how many times you have stumbled, no matter how far you have strayed, I am here to restore you. I do not see you through the lens of your mistakes. I see you as my beloved, cherished, and forgiven. Understanding my forgiveness. My forgiveness is not something you must earn. It is my gift to you. Through the sacrifice of my Son, Jesus Christ, your sins have been washed away. As it is written in Isaiah 1:18, though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they are red as crimson, they shall be like wool. This is my promise to you. Your past no longer has power over you. But forgiveness is more than wiping away sin. It is an invitation to freedom. When you hold on to regret, shame, or anger, it binds your heart and clouds your spirit. Yet, I call you to release these burdens into my hands. Trust me to carry them for you. I am the God who makes all things new. Practical steps to release the past. Let me guide you in how to let go of past hurts and regrets, so you can walk in the fullness of my love and peace. 1. Bring your burdens to me in prayer. Speak to me, my child. Name the pain, the mistakes, and the wounds that weigh you down. Lay them at my feet and ask for my healing. Remember the words of Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. When you surrender your burdens to me, you will feel my peace begin to fill your heart. 2. Embrace my forgiveness fully. Do not let guilt or shame hold you back. When I forgive, I do so completely. As Psalm 103:12 says, as far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us. Let this truth sink into your heart. You are forgiven and you are free. 3. Forgive others as I have forgiven you. Just as I have shown you grace, I ask you to extend grace to those who have wronged you. Forgiveness is not about excusing the hurt. It is about freeing your heart from anger and bitterness. When you forgive, you reflect my love and create space for healing and restoration. 4. Focus on the new path I am creating for you. Stop dwelling on what has been. Instead, fix your eyes on what is ahead. As I declared in Isaiah 43:18-19, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Trust that I am leading you toward a future filled with hope and purpose. A life restored by my love. My beloved, when you let go of the past, you make room for the joy and blessings I have prepared for you. Do not let the mistakes of yesterday steal the peace of today. Like Peter, you are not defined by your failures, but by my grace. I am here to remind you that every wound can be healed, every mistake redeemed, and every regret transformed. Nothing is wasted in my hands. The very trials you have endured will become the foundation of your testimony, a story of my love, mercy, and restoration. Walk forward in faith, my child. Leave the past behind and step into the new life I am offering you. You are not bound by your regrets. You are liberated by my grace. Trust in my love and let it guide you into a future filled with hope, joy, and purpose. You are mine, living a life of gratitude and faith. My beloved child, today I call you to embrace a life filled with gratitude and unwavering faith. These two virtues are not mere habits, but pathways to a deeper connection with me. Gratitude opens your heart to see the blessings I pour into your life each day, and faith strengthens your soul to trust my plan, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Together, they create a life of peace, joy, and purpose. Do you remember the story of the 10 lepers in Luke 17? When they cried out to Jesus for healing, my son showed them mercy and restored their health. Yet, only one returned to give thanks. He fell at Jesus' feet, praising God with a heart full of gratitude. To him, Jesus said, "Rise and go, your faith has made you well." This story is a reminder, my child, that gratitude and faith are powerful. Gratitude acknowledges the gifts I give you, and faith unlocks the fullness of my blessings. I long for you to live with a heart like the one who returned, not just receiving my gifts, but embracing them with joy and thanksgiving. The transformative power of gratitude. Gratitude is more than saying thank you. It is a posture of the heart, a lens through which you see the world and recognize my presence in your life. When you live with gratitude, you begin to notice my hand in the small and ordinary moments. A sunrise, a kind word, or the strength to face another day. As it is written in 1 Thessalonians 5:18, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." Even in times of hardship, gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present. It reminds you that I am with you, providing for your needs and guiding you through every trial. When you practice gratitude, my child, you open your heart to peace. Anxiety fades and joy takes its place. Gratitude is a daily choice, and each time you choose it, you grow closer to me. Faith, trusting in what you cannot see. Faith, my beloved, is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things unseen. Hebrews 11 verse 1. It is the trust you place in me, even when the path is unclear or the answers do not come as quickly as you desire. Faith is believing that I am good, that I love you deeply, and that my promises will never fail. Think of Abraham, who was called to leave his homeland and journey to a place he did not know. He obeyed, trusting that I would lead him. His faith was counted as righteousness, and through him I fulfilled my covenant. I call you to have the same faith, my child. When you walk in faith, you align your heart with my will, allowing me to guide you toward the purpose I have for your life. Faith does not eliminate challenges, but it gives you the strength to face them, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. Practical steps to cultivate gratitude and faith. Let me show you how to weave gratitude and faith into your daily life. 1. Begin each day with thanksgiving. Start your morning by thanking me for the gift of a new day. Reflect on the blessings you have received, no matter how small. Let gratitude set the tone for your day. 2. Keep a gratitude journal. Each evening, write down 3 things you are grateful for. As you do this, you will see my faithfulness more clearly, even amid challenges. 3. Speak words of faith. When doubts arise, counter them with declarations of faith. Say, I trust in God's plan, or the Lord is my strength and my refuge. These affirmations remind you of my promises and strengthen your heart. 4. Trust in my timing. Patience is an act of faith. When answers seem delayed, trust that I am working behind the scenes for your good. Remember, my timing is perfect, and my plans for you are always to prosper you and give you hope. Jeremiah 29:11. 5. Serve others in love. Gratitude and faith grow when you extend them to others. Help those in need, offer a kind word, or pray for someone who is struggling. As you bless others, you will feel my joy and peace filling your heart. A life rooted in gratitude and faith. My beloved, when you live with gratitude and faith, you align your life with my will. You open the door to my blessings and experience the fullness of my love. Gratitude turns your eyes to me, and faith keeps your heart steadfast in my promises. Remember, I am the source of every good thing in your life. I delight in your trust, your thanksgiving, and your willingness to walk with me. Together, we will journey into a life of purpose, joy, and unshakable peace. Take these lessons to heart, my child. Live each day with gratitude for what I have done and faith in what I am doing. You are cherished, you are loved, and you are mine, now and forever. Embrace my love, hope, and joy. Daily, my beloved child, as we come to the close of this sacred message, I want you to carry these truths deep in your heart. You have learned that my love is unchanging, my hope is always within reach, and my joy is your strength. These gifts are not fleeting, they are eternal, woven into the fabric of your life and ready for you to embrace every single day. I remind you now to trust in my plan, even when the path is unclear. Like Joseph, who endured trials but was ultimately restored, you too are part of a greater story. Like Ruth, who found hope amid despair, your faithfulness will lead to blessings beyond your imagination. And like Peter, who overcame his failures through my forgiveness, you are never defined by your past. Take these lessons and live them. Begin each day with gratitude, for it opens your heart to my presence. Walk in faith, trusting in my promises and surrendering your fears to me. Let go of the burdens of yesterday and embrace the new path I am creating for you. I call you to take action. Spend time in prayer, reflect on my word, and practice kindness toward others. In these moments you will feel my love strengthening you, my hope restoring you, and my joy filling your spirit. If this message has touched your heart, show your faith in action. Like this video, subscribe to Christian Philosophy Daily, and share your stories in the comments below. Let us walk this journey together, hand in hand, into the life of purpose and blessings I have prepared for you. You are my child, deeply loved and eternally cherished. Go now with my peace and my promises, and live fully in the light of my love.